What is up, guys? In today's video, we're going to be talking about the Prime shotgun. This was added in yesterday's update, and now I've had a decent amount of time to play with it and kind of give my thoughts and opinions on how to use it and if it's good or bad in Fortnite. So that's what we're going to be talking about in today's video. If you guys do find this video helpful or informative, give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more. Comment down below what you think of the Prime shotgun, and if you would like to use me for support a creator, my code is EvolveJake. It's right underneath the webcam. So if you guys we're unaware, the Prime shotgun is a new shotgun they added to Fortnite, and its gimmick or its interesting quirk is that it does more damage if it's fully loaded. So if you have 4 bullets in the mag, that first shot basically gets extra damage, and that equates to 170 max damage with the white one, 175 with the green one, 180 with the blue one, 185 with the purple one, and 190 max damage with the gold version of the shotgun. For comparison, the gold striker pump hits for 185 max. So a fully charged purple version of this, or a fully loaded purple version of this, hits for the same max damage as the striker pump. And it does have a somewhat slow reload speed. Like, one thing I tried was like comparing the time it takes to just wait for the gun to shoot again versus just reloading in between every shot, and it took basically like twice as long. So you can't just conveniently reload after every shot and make sure that every shot is the high damage shot unless you're playing something like build mode, which we'll get to later on. So yeah, this gun is weird. It hits really hard first shot. It's kind of like the Ranger shotgun in that regard. I know a lot of people like the Ranger shotgun, and I've seen a lot of people missing it. But if you kind of think about it, this gun has one shot that hits really hard and really good, like the Ranger, and then the rest of the shots are just kind of underwhelming, in my opinion. Like, I feel like it goes from an insanely good shotgun with the first shot to a slightly below average shotgun with the remaining shots. So it really just comes down to how much you can maximize that high damage first shot and getting the most out of that shot. If you're someone whose aim is insanely good and you like pretty much never miss shots at all, maybe this could be a good gun for you. Or in something like the build mode, if you're good at like kind of keeping your distance on people in fights and reloading when you have the opportunity to, it'll be really good. But I feel like for zero build, it's probably just not going to be the case because it's hard to get that separation to reload, and you're not really just going to one-tap somebody and just like delete them from existence in zero build because of the added HP with the overshield. Just the way a lot of fights play out in close range, you kind of end up just like trading damage with your opponent. And sure, this gun might get you the lead early on in that fight because that first shot hits really hard. But if you ever miss that first shot, or you're playing against someone using like a striker pump or a 2-shot shotgun or even the auto shotgun, the longer the fight goes on, the more they have an advantage on you because their shotgun is actually better than yours. If you think about it, like, I would rate this weapon very highly with the extra damage shot, but without the extra damage shot, I think it's probably the worst shotgun in the game. So it really just comes down to getting the most out of that shot and maximizing how much you get that first shot, like I said. And so for that reason, I think this shotgun is significantly better in build mode than zero build. I might honestly rank this shotgun the worst in zero build, to be honest. I think the auto shotgun is insane right now in zero build. The 2-shot shotgun is also really insane in zero build. The striker pump is solid. And then this shotgun is really good, but when you don't have the first shot, it's just not really good. And like most fights, I feel like you're not just going to hard win the fight off that early damage. I've been able to use it in zero build. I've been able to get like wins with it. I've been able to get high kill games with it. But like if it comes down to like what I think is the best shotgun in zero build, this isn't it. So that's basically it in my opinion. I would prefer to use the other shotguns in zero build, I think. For build mode, I think this is debatably the best shotgun in the game, and it really just comes down to how you want to play. I think it's between the Prime shotgun and the striker pump for which shotgun is best in build mode. And I don't know. It really depends on how consistent you are with your first shot and how you play out fights. If you are someone who really likes keeping range on your opponents in fights and like being really slippery, and you're able to like create that distance and reload your shotgun whenever there's time to, it's not like you can't use the other shots, but whenever you have an opportunity to, it's best to try to reload this gun. That way you get the optimal damage. Whereas the striker pump, you don't have to worry about that as much. I feel like also the striker pump has way more range. That's another thing about the shotgun. I feel like the range isn't the best. And if you don't have the like good shot, the fully loaded shot, all the other shots, if you're like a tile or two away from people, I feel like it's borderline useless. Like, I'm hitting for like 20s and 30s with the shotgun really consistently. So that's why I've said many times in this video, I feel like it's interesting because it goes from a really good shotgun to a really bad shotgun. If you treat it like a Ranger shotgun where you have to reload every shot or reload after every shot, and you're able to build and edit in ways where you can make that convenient and like viable for yourself, then it's a good shotgun. I've had it bail me out of games before, I think, for sure, because of that high damage. But I think I would probably prefer the striker pump. I'm kind of borderline on it right now because I don't know. All the shotguns just kind of feel somewhat underwhelming to me right now in the build mode. Like in zero build, I really like the auto and the 2-shot, but for build mode, I don't really like either of those as much. The striker pump and the prime shotgun seem to be more convenient in build mode, but neither of them are something that I really am like excited to get on and use. So I think this is either the best or second best shotgun in build mode, depending on how you play and what's viable for you. I feel like this is a shotgun that's going to be really polarizing. I feel like you're either going to have people that really love this shotgun or really hate this shotgun, and I think a lot of that is just going to depend on their aim and how often they're able to get that bonus shot. When this shotgun initially came out, I made the mistake of thinking it was like an auto shotgun with a slightly lower fire rate. I think it's best to think of it like a pump. You're not going to be able to just like stay on this shotgun and repetitively shoot people, especially because the follow-up shots aren't very good. So it's best to think of this like a pump. You pump, switch to your SMG, and then switch back if you're playing something like zero build or you're just in a messy fight where you have to repetitively shoot at the same person. But I have a clip here where like I played it okay, but I just didn't swap to my SMG enough, or I didn't reset builds. Those are the two things I could have done, but I was playing this fight like an auto shotgun fight, and it just like really almost costed me. So yeah, I'm not really sure exactly how I feel about this shotgun yet. In build mode, I've found myself in a lot of situations where if I ever miss the first shot, or maybe for whatever reason I just don't have very good aim in that moment and we don't get very good damage, at that point I would just so much rather have the striker pump, especially because of the added range of the striker pump I really like in build fights. And then for zero build, like I've said so many times, the fights go longer. The fights often become about just trading damage with your opponent, and the 2-shot shotgun and the auto shotgun are going to be better, I think, in most of those situations. So yeah, I'm leaning away from this in zero build, but I definitely enjoy using it in build mode, and it is interesting playing around that mechanic of having it be fully loaded. A lot of the gimmicky weapons they add, the gimmick is so inconvenient to use, and the gun is so bad without it that the gun is just borderline worthless. I'm thinking like the charge SMG right now, you know? Whereas this shotgun, I feel like you can kind of get the gimmick to happen somewhat reliably. Like it's not that inconvenient to do, and it does actually reward you quite a bit. It's just really like the reliability of it when you don't have the first shot is something that I personally don't like. I've had a lot of situations where I just get let down from like the third, fourth, second shots in the shotgun. So those are my thoughts on the primal shotgun, or prime shotgun. Sorry, I keep calling it primal, but the prime shotgun. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Like I already said, I think this is going to be a really divisive weapon. I think you'll either love this weapon or hate it. And it's just because the average level of this weapon isn't very good. It's all about that first shot, I think. So if you guys found this video helpful or informative, give it a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.